On March 18th this year, President Bola Tinubu imposed a state of emergency on Rivers State, citing the potential of serious violence and threat to public peace and harmony. Well, it's been 3 months since that action, and in the intervening period, the sole administrator, Rear Admiral Ikoawaji Ete Bas, retired, who was handpicked by the president to act in the place of Governor Siminalayi Fubara, has been seriously consolidating his hold on power. Critically, his fight to have a different annual budget for the state was on May the 29th, validated by the Senate. The upper chamber of the National Assembly, which now makes laws for Rivers State, are also considering a list of 17 nominees for the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission. Well, for a quick discussion on the unfolding consolidation of power by the Rivers State sole administrator and the prospect of Governor Siminalayi Fubara returning to office, we're now being joined by a member of the Rivers State Council of Elders, Chief Asukewe Ikoawaji. Great to have you on Newsday. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. God bless you for bringing me back.
Well, just as we said in the intro, many things are unfolding in Rivers State right now. The 1.846 trillion budget has been approved. Budget has been approved by the Senate. And what do you make of these developments and of the performance of the sole administrator of Rivers State?
Well, my sister, let me tell you, I am not a lawyer, but the truth is very clear. There is a state of emergency in Rivers State, and the National Assembly had to make some law on behalf of the state. But one thing that is not very clear, that the question is, do you make law to backdate the law, or do you make law for the future? This is a state that has a democratically elected governor. Because of some crisis or some political interest, the president felt the state should have a second phase to maintain peace, law, and order. The president, in his word, said that what he said he's doing is for the good of Rivers State. This is 3 months. Now, the sole administrator has presented a budget of 1.8 trillion to Mr. President, which in turn was sent to the National Assembly. We are talking about peace. Where you are talking about peace, is there any need of making trouble? There was election in Rivers State in 2023, and the governor was elected by the people. Today, somebody who did not contest election is the one running the affair of the state. The National Assembly are making law. Even the budget that the National Assembly pass, I understand that the same budget is in court. Now they are passing a budget to be appropriated by a man who did not contest election. We are all human beings. Rivers State supported the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. We voted for President Tinubu. I am as a member of APC, we move President Tinubu did not get some percentage in Rivers State. He won the election in Rivers State for presidency. And the same people voted for PDP governors. Now, 3 months has elapsed. Nothing is working in Rivers State. The only good thing that is happening in Rivers State today is that you can now go out of your house and breathe air which was given to us by God. Whenever the people are crying, some people said they are not crying because of their weakness, but they are crying for the people to hear their voice. Projects are going on in every other state in Nigeria. The president himself is embarking on projects. Every day, projects are being commissioned. Today, all the people in the site virtually has pulled out. The economy of the state has gone down. Nothing is working in Rivers State. Do we continue like this? Are we not part of Nigeria? Passing the budget or not passing the budget is not the issue. The issue, the budget the National Assembly is passing, is to be implemented by who? Is there any law that back up? The duty of the sole administrator, as Mr. President made us to understand from his speech, is to maintain peace. And I have kept saying, there is no rowdiness in Rivers State. There is peace in Rivers State. People are going to market. People are going about in Rivers State. What stopped Mr. President at this point to allow the elected governor of Rivers State? From 2026, we are entering election year. Do Rivers people be isolated? Does not Mr. President want our vote again? What we are saying at this point is that Mr. President should bring back the elected governor of Rivers State so that the people can enjoy the dividends of democracy.
Indeed, Chief Ikoaji, if I may interject.
Because I am total...
Very good. If I may interject, I'm sorry for that. But based on what you've just said, do you think the current situation of having a state of emergency has actually addressed the political logjams? You know, it's one incident after the other. River State is always, it's always in the news for the wrong reasons between the lawmakers, between Governor Fubara. But do you think, to a large extent, this 3 months into it has addressed the political issues, you know, to pave way for Governor Fubara's return?
Now, thank you, my brother. Let me say it again. If you take your mind back, in one of my interviews, I made a comment. There is no problem within the Rivers people. This problem originated from a political family. Because they have failed in their responsibility, the same Rivers people that voted them into power are the ones suffering it today. 3 months has elapsed. It's no longer the matter between lawmakers, Fubara, Wike, and PDP. Because Fubara is not suffering it. Wike is not suffering it. The lawmakers are not suffering it. The PDP as a party is not suffering it. Even their political family are not suffering it. The people that are suffering it now are Rivers people that voted for them. So, what I expect within this period, that the sole administrator should be able to brief Rivers people that within these 3 months, because his duty is to come and maintain peace, I don't see any need of beating around the bush. If your duty is to maintain peace, before now, state emergency was during Obasanjo. Baba did the same thing in Benue State. We were there, we watched everything, and at the end of the day, peace was returned. During Jonathan period, the president then do some state of emergency in some states in the north, but the instrument of democracy was not pulled out. And at the end of the day, the law and order was maintained. But in this case, the instrument of democracy is pulled. And if you listen to me last time, I said that is why there is no need for war or problem. The instrument of democracy that was pulled out from Rivers State could be likely to strange bullet. Then do this strange bullet. Now, the duty of the sole administrator within 3 months should be able to tell Rivers people, I have met with the traditional rulers. I have met with Fubara. I have met with the former governor Wike. I have met with the social civil society. I have met with the assembly members. These are the things we are doing. Or you should be able to brief the president who appointed him, or even the National Assembly that are appropriating all these things for him. He should be able to brief them that this is what he has done. Now the whole state is in dark. Nobody knows what is going on. And when you go to other states, there are projects going on. Here, nothing is going on. So yesterday is past. Today is a new day. If we agree with Mr. President that he did what he did to maintain peace and law in Rivers State, we also want Mr. President to show the Rivers people the path of the peace. Because as it is now, we are like people in the Atlantic Ocean who doesn't know where they are going to. That is what we are saying. I agree with you that during the state of emergency, which I have also said from my mouth, that he does a lot of tensions. I live in Port Harcourt. I know if there was no state of emergency, a lot of things would have happened. But thank God, now there is peace. There is calmness in the state. Which way forward, Mr. President? That is what Rivers State people wants to know.
And we'll have
because we want to see.
And we'll have to leave it there.
So
thank you so much for joining us. And of course, for always coming on the program and discussing these issues. Asukewe Ikoawaji, the Rivers State, member of the Rivers State Council of Elders. Thanks for joining us.